Good evening, everybody. Hope everyone's doing well. I decided to change my mic up tonight to see if that helps a little bit of the booming that I have after it's loaded to YouTube. Hope that helps. I know I need to have some of the foam on the walls to help out, but I'm not doing that till we get our own place. We're moving out in May, so we will see. Today, 13 days left until Shmita. Wow. Here we go. Anybody else out there? 13 is their favorite number. I used to love it. I got my Get In Loser, We're Going to the Moon shirt on for Hex tonight. Love my Hex. September 24th, they say. Yeah, that's what they said in the German parliament. That German guy got up and made that statement. Very interesting, to say the least, that you've got a politician doing that. I'm up for this. Wouldn't miss the stream. 420 Hex. Thank you so much. September 15th. That was the one that Waters Above is talking about. He thinks that's significantly important especially for Hex. He said Hex has the three hexagons. 1, 2, 3. So 666. 15 in the Chaldean in numerology. And it's also like Saturn number. So for Hex. So I said 15 September is going to be very significant for Hex. I hope it's a positive thing. Maybe Pulse Chain will launch on the 15th as well. I hope so. More Hex, yeah. Sorry, anybody who lost money. I got out. I did it for 2 days just to see how it worked, and I didn't like it. And I took my small profit and I got out. Start 15th. Let's go. Yep. The Ethereum light is back on tonight. I don't want to get over there. Yeah. Let's see how Ethereum does. I'm going to talk about that tonight. That's going to be my main subject. Glad I listened to the OGs and stayed away from that shitcoin. Good on you. Like I said, I tried it for 2 days. And then I saw the error in my ways. I said, yeah, this one doesn't seem like it's going to work out. Pac-Man, what's up? No, not tonight. Maybe early next week. And I have to change the schedule around for him. He wants to do it at an earlier time. See the lightning in the background? Another storm over the ocean. On the 13th day of Shemitah, my people gave to me 13 spot BTC rejections. Man, what a rough day for crypto. Everything is bleeding. See, I tell you, Hex is decorrelated except on the way down. All right. When everything is shit in the bed, Hex shits the bed too. It's just how it is. Bobby Hexarod. Cheers, Randy. Let's fucking do this. That's right. Learning so much from your streams. Thank you for the Shemitah education. Could today's market be a precursor of things to come at the end of the month? Yeah, absolutely. Today was based because of the CPI. The CPI numbers came out. Holy shit, I remember when the stream started, 30 days. Yes, now we're down to 13. Holy F, time moves fast. Yes, it does. Scary bedtime story tonight. Inflation, rugs, and CBDC launches. Oh my. You know, I'm so jaded and I'm so calloused. Crypto's made me so calloused that over the years of seeing the markets drop 95% and seeing my money and my net worth, because we're about 99% in crypto. For a while there, I had a bunch of precious metals too, but I sold those all before we went to Mexico right after the COVID lockdowns. And yeah, I'm kind of used to seeing my wealth go really high and then really low, then really high and really low, or what I would consider low compared to what it was. And it doesn't bother me one bit. It's like, it's just like having thick skin, walking across fire coals or something. It's something you get used to. It doesn't bother you as much. First time it hurt. Second time it hurt a little bit. This third time, it's like, whatever, man. I can handle it. I set myself up to survive, to make sure it doesn't hurt that bad. Pulse chain on and off ramp being developed. Pulse chain coming soon. Yes, the guys at Coast who made the token wait, they have built an on and off ramp where, from what I understand, it's going to be a wallet connected to your MetaMask or your Ethereum address and your bank account with KYC, but they said KYC light. It's not going to be heavy KYC. So each person is going to have their own individual account or banking account where you can send money into it and load it in right directly into Pulse Chain. But it's only going to work for Pulse Chain. So I hope they get it launched. That'd be really cool. And you saw the price of Weight today was one of the only coins in crypto that was up, and it almost doubled. The Shmita is about to hit the fan. It's a good one, Orion. Wendy Shift, what's up? Lights out. How you doing? Hope you're doing well. Don't let the moose get you. 420 Hex, LOL. What's up, chat? Like that button? Yes, please. Please help us out with the algorithm. I love seeing so many repeating fans enjoying the Shmita series. Yeah, my mama. My first love, one baby. Rob Hexon, is that cryptic? What up? We'll see about that. ETH Omen light still flickering. Is it? Man, maybe that was just getting ready to go bad on me or something. Chris, what's up, Randy? Lucky 13. I used to love playing the old 2-0 roulette table, and 13 was the number I always played. Still love doing that. But like I said, I haven't been to the casino in a long time. What's up, Hexkins? Lights out. Nice one, t-shirt. Yeah, I like it. It's just one of those. It's one of those ones people ask you about because most people they have no clue what it means. They just look at it and like, what does that mean? You get to explain it to them. That color changing lamp next to you reminds me of RH's color changing LV bag. Nice. But everything on that shelf cost 1/1000th of that bag. Simba 3691 Pulse Chain, who knows? I hope it's the next 2 days. Launch it whenever. I'm ready. Man, guys, there's a lot of you guys here tonight. 69 viewers already. Hi, Randy. All fam. Glad I didn't invest in Dodeca. Yeah, me either. What a loony mistake, though. How did they miss that? How did the founder or whoever wrote the code, how did they not go back and make sure that the addresses were right for deployment? They had the address, the 1% that goes back, that was supposed to go to the team on the, you know how they tax, it was a tax token. So they had 5% tax and 4% was go to the buy Hex and give it back to the people who owned Hex in their wallets. And 1% was supposed to go to the Dodeca team. Well, the address that they used in the code was the team that did the testing to see if the code was good. Whoever did the audit. And when they copied and pasted the text for launch, they copied the one with the code audit MetaMask or Ethereum address. So all the money was going to the auditors. Man, what a rookie mistake. You got to double, triple, quadruple, 5-time check. You got to have 10 eyes on it before you launch a crypto project. Shit hits the fan. Come back to Mexico, Randy Dan. My wife didn't like Mexico. She thought it was so racist, just because she had some issues everywhere she went. She'd go into a store to get some makeup, and imagine this now, folks. They would say to her, "Oh, we don't have anything for your skin color." And now my wife, she got the same skin color as 95% of all Mexicans, but they would say that they didn't have her skin color. And she would come out so pissed off. She goes, "How is this possible? In Mexico, everywhere I look, there's people who look just like me. But these shops that we were going to, I guess it was only for the middle class or upper middle class people, and they didn't carry makeup for her." Man, what a racist country. That's what my wife says. I really didn't notice it because all they do to a gringo is they try to take advantage of you. What chick corn are you guys talking about? Rob. 1 cent Hex incoming. Hey, it's quite possible. We could get Shmita down to a penny. Be ready, guys. All the markets in the world look like one big shitcoin. Everything. Real estate, silver, gold, crypto, stocks, everything. Except for interest rates. The 10-year bond is going up. That's the only thing that's going up. All the markets, yeah. Yo, big stuff coming. BTC new high end of year Shmita. Soldier Pet, that would be very interesting. It would take a lot for that to happen. We saw that in 2017, where we were at 3,500 in September, and we were 20,000 by like December 8th or something. So yeah, things can go crazy quickly. Luke P. Yatza. Hi, Marion. Good to see you. We're 20 Hex. What's man? I love how active you guys are in the chat. We'll be super bullish. The on-ramp. The on-ramp's awesome, man. That's the stuff we need. And I like that it's going to be KYC light. I don't mind having some KYC, guys. I don't mind it. Have one wallet that's KYC'd. Everything else, just let it be normal. No one needs to know whose it is. What? Simba, you keep bringing that crap around here. How many X's do you think PulseX can do from day one stack rate next bull? AK, I don't know. Probably next bull, so that's 2020, end of 2025. Let's say 1,000X for PulseX. That's his mic. What? Real Crypto Cashew. Yeah, I moved my mic is here now. I had it. I used to have it up here, but I want to see if it helped with the booming. We'll see when I see the recording. Hi, Bugs. Yeah, please, guys, help out with the likes. I'm going to take this live streaming thing. I'm not going anywhere. I'm going to take this stuff serious. I think we just need some veteran. I'm not talking about military veteran because I'm that too, but a veteran voice in the crypto market, somebody who's been around the block a little bit and made a lot of money, lost a lot of money, made a lot of money again, lost a little bit of it, made money again, that type of thing. Survived through, this is my third bear market and still all in crypto and absolutely loving it. And just from my perspective and things that I've learned along the way, I could pass it along to others so that they don't make the same mistakes that I made. No tin top. I'm not buying Dodeca. Fat Bob Lazan. He's up early. Got your coffee. Mariana. Learned Aurochs today from YouTube. Great. Get in there and take the classes. They actually have a couple courses in there that teach you how to use everything down the on the bottom right. Feel your wife? Yeah. Yeah, she didn't like it. Oh, man. The markets got slapped, human hex trafficker. They got slapped. Yep, on-ramp is good. Yeah. Try going into one of the big expensive malls. You're going to learn real quick. Even me, because I refused. I'm not a guy. Look, guys. I'm pretty much retired, and I'm not going to wear a nice dress shirt and slacks and stuff and go into your expensive mall. I wear my flip flops, got my shorts on and a t-shirt or just a collared shirt, and the eyeballs I get when I go into these expensive malls in Polanco in Mexico City. Whew, they're like, you don't belong here. I got a lot more money than you, then, fucker. I'm one of those guys, see the videos where you got the guy going to the Ferrari dealership and they kick him out. I think I'm gonna be one of those guys in the future. Hit the like, the bell, and sub. Hard work, streaming every day. Nice work, man. Hex on. Signs of. What's up, buddy? How you doing? Haven't seen you around in a while. On Twitter, I have. Pop Smurf. Sounds good. Yep. Trade Ogre. Well, for most of the decentralized POW coins, that's where you go is Trade Ogre. That's private, right? So if you want to get those kind of coins, Trade Ogre is where you go. Hey, does this thing work like Candyman? Shmita. Hey, please don't call it. It's already here. It's been here 11 and a half months, and it's already messing everything up. Jeez Louise. The guy asking about the color changing was talking about your mic. Okay, Crypto Cashew. Okay. Oh, thunderstorm's getting closer. Said they would use a bank that required selfie. Yeah. Wow, guys, you got a lot of questions. Man, I'm killing it in Icosa. I went big on Icosa on day one. I just thought that everyone was going to run to the Hedron staking or Hedron staking. I went to the Icosa staking. I took all of my HSIs and I burnt them. So a lot of those HSIs with 10x hedron yield were mine. So if you guys are gonna be fighting to get those, go right ahead. I got my ICOSA. I'm happy with it. Best exchange to off-ramp funds, private. I did it today at a private transaction. You just gotta get your circle and work within your circle. And if you can't, last option would be something like Coinbase. And hopefully soon with Pulse Chain, we're gonna get this this other one that Coast is building. I'm sure we're gonna get others. I wouldn't worry too much. Do you think the Fed will raise 1% rate yet? Yes. They're using it as a well. If you missed last night's, Fat Bops lives on. They're using it as a weapon to cripple a lot of the other countries out there because they want people to stay on the dollar standard, and they want to slow down inflation. So they got two reasons why they're raising the rates, in my opinion. Hey, John, what do you think will be the first exchange to list Pulse? First exchange, Luke. I don't care about exchanges, man. I really don't. I hope none of you guys do either. Stay away from that. That's all voodoo in crypto. You could do 99% of what you need using a decentralized exchange. Maybe Qcoin or something like that will list it quickly. Depends how much coins they steal from their users. MJ Money's here with his 777. Thank you, brother. Sammy Davis Jr. Damn, Siri. I don't know what the hell you guys talking about. Oh yeah, you definitely dated yourself. Yeah. Belated greeting, Randy. Hope you and everyone is doing okay. Cape. Yes, we are. Everything's doing great. Had another beautiful day. There are my dress cargo. Yeah, my dress cargo shorts, my finest sex shirt. I felt really out of place in Polanco, even though I love it. There's great restaurants there. It's in downtown Mexico City. It's the best area of Mexico City. The safest. And we still see the poverty because a lot of poor people who are out on the streets, they're begging and everything, which is typical in almost every country now. I mean, I just got back from Europe, and in Italy, there was more people begging on the streets than I saw in Mexico City. Go downstairs to Via Argentina here where we live, and man, so many popping up. Inflation is really bad, and people are hurting bad right now. I've never seen so many people are asking for money in Panama. Go to a stoplight now and people walk up to your car, they have the signs asking for money. I never saw that in 10 years and pre-pandemic. I never saw that. Desi and team, love it. Absolutely love it. Those guys are building something awesome. What's Gucci? Hey, Franklin, how you doing? Can't wait for you to get down here to Panama. Black Label Expat knows what's up. I'm a camouflage gringo. When locals find out I don't speak Spanish, their second guess is Portuguese. Yeah, I could say that. Yeah, I've met him. He's been here in Panama, so we went to lunch. So yes, I could totally see how they would think you're Portuguese. Franklin, partially dated. I had to Google his name. Yes, I have. It's spelled XEN though, Alex. That's the Google guy that started that. Yes, we were talking about that earlier. Yeah, I went through the whole thing of why Dodeca, what happened there. They're a person at every lane in Massachusetts. MJ Money, that's so sad. We never saw that. Never saw that. It's unimaginable. But here, it's not because of drug use. It's here because they choose to live on the street, and you could totally get away with living on the street in Panama because the weather's always nice. For sure, Franklin. If you had to choose Desi or team, get those Maxi and send them to team. Thoughts on ETH at the end of okay, yeah, okay. Bob Farter. This is my strategy going into the next couple months, and I'm going to go into why here in a minute. I think ETH's going to take a big crap pretty soon, and we're probably going to go down to $700 to $800 ETH. We got a big, huge buy the rumor, sell the news event happening. This is probably your last chance before the next bull cycle over the next 1 month to 6 months to load up on your ETH that you're going to need to pay for those stakes that are going to end out 8 to 15 years. This is for Hex folks because it costs a lot of money to unstake these. And we learned in the last bull cycle, I had one I unstaked. It cost me $700 worth of ETH to unstake it. All right. Yes, the stake was worth probably over 100. Okay. But still, that's 1% of the whole, almost 1% of the whole stake I had to pay just in fees to unstake it. So start grabbing as much ETH as you can and try to set it and forget it. Like put it aside and forget it, or even stake it. But I'd be really careful not owning ETH in the future. There'll probably be tools to come out where you can borrow and somebody will ask you take 20% of your money to be able to do that. But be real careful. We don't know, Bob. We have no idea. I work in a plasma donor center. The new applicants are increasing by the dozens. Inflation is killing poor middle class. Man, JB, I feel so bad for people. But that definitely, I mean, thank God for plasma donor centers. Trudeau just announced plans for helicopter money. No date yet. Really? So they're going to stick with inflation? Inflation is not the thing you want to be doing right now. I love Brazil, to be honest. Yeah, I get it. Hard to send those precious Maxi Randy. Thanks for response. Yeah. When people move to Pulse Chain, ETH fees will come down for sure. Well, we don't know, Kate. It's all hyperbole right now until we actually see something happen. We have to get a lot of people from the ETH network and bring their projects over to Pulse Chain. DCC is preaching the same thing. Yeah, got to. And he's always preached it. I think I probably picked that up from him because we used to have a lot of private phone calls back when I was living in Mexico. He used to call me like once or twice a week, just shoot the shit. I'll be loading up with ETH. I got murdered last bull with Hex on stake fees. Yeah, me too, man. We all did. All right, so let's share. What do I want to share first? Okay, I'm going to go through and I'm going to share some stuff with you to give you a perspective because I don't think anybody else is doing this. Why do I think that Ethereum is going to go through a buy the rumor, sell the news event? Now, I've been doing this for many years. That's how I used to trade. I used to look all over the place, all throughout crypto, looking for specific projects that were announcing something big soon. And I would start to buy up the project when there was rumors of rumors, right? And then the project would start picking up steam. They do a 2x, a 3x, and then they would announce the news. And I would try to get in when the insiders were buying. I would talk to founders. I told you I had a group with like 45 guys and girls, and everyone was, there's always chitter chat. There was chat in there. Hey, I heard this is happening. I heard this is happening. So that's how I made my money early on, and it worked for me. Well, let's look at some buy the rumor, sell the news events. So this here, let me go back to the chart. This here is when Polkadot was talking about the parachain, and you saw that it was just going nuts. September 2022. And I've got the wrong chart here. I've got to go back further. Here where the parachains are coming. This is in September 2021. And then October. And then boom, it's peaked out. And you see what's happened to Polkadot ever since. Now, I remember, if you guys watched DCC, because he was the one guy that was preaching, you got to own Polkadot and Kasuma and those coins. And I watched him every Sunday night, and he was saying, gotta get Polkadot. I got it back here when it was like $8. That's when I first got Polkadot, and I sold it on a double. And you saw what it did from there. And I would have made a lot more money, probably a 5x or something, if I would have held all the way to the high. But I got out on a double, and that was fine, like $16. But he kept preaching, you gotta get it. And then you could tell that DCC and everybody else was like, okay, there's no more rumor, it's here. So then the price just started dropping, and look where it is today. We're in the bear market. We're back down to where I first purchased Polkadot, way back here. The first time it started to pump, December 2020. Nuts. Seriously, that was absolutely nuts. If you got in here, it was $4, but I got in at 8. So buy the rumor, sell the news. I knew something was coming, but I sold because there was a delay or something. They weren't going to do the parachain, and then they actually did it, and boom, went crazy. So buy the rumor, sell the news. Next coin. Let's go back. I might have to go further back. Okay. We had Cardano. This was 2017, 2018. That's when they had their first pump. And then all through the bear market did absolutely nothing. Then it started picking up because of the bull market. And then they announced last year that they were going to do their smart contracts. So they're like, okay, smart contracts are coming. Smart contracts are coming. Everybody in YouTube was saying, gotta buy, you gotta buy, you gotta buy. It's time to get ADA. It's the best thing in the world. It's the coolest shit ever. Buy the rumor, sell the news. Then you saw it come all the way back down. That was Cardano. Phantom. I should have had these set up. Sorry, guys. Come on. Well, Phantom's not working. Maybe that is the whole chart. But that after Phantom launched, it just crapped out. Sorry, I didn't have the whole chart there. Now Ethereum, let's go back 1 year. Ethereum was doing really good in the bull market, and then it's slowing down, and then it's had this little tiny pump for this news going into the merge. Now, this pump is tiny, guys. In the whole scheme of things, let's go back 30 days. This is nothing. I would expect it to be way up here. It's because people have been taking profits. People have been deleveraging. We're in a bear market. CPI numbers just came out and they stink. The Fed's raising rates. I would not be touching this. This is hanging on by a thread. This rumor that we've got Ethereum into the merge, that people are like, oh, you got to hold ETH into the merge so that you get your copy. And, if you want to get the ETH POW in the future, you got to hold it. Well, guys, just buy it when everything dumps afterwards. Another one that we had was a perfect example was Big Payday for Hex. Let's just look at the Hex Big Payday event. All right. Oh man. Jeez. Do you guys remember when it was? I think it was it 20? It was like 2020, right? We'll just go till 2020 and 1, 2, 3. All right. So we had Big Payday here. This was, is that right? I'm looking at the dates here. Here, let me go back to see what you're saying. Anybody hear my question here? The Big Payday. Remember what date Big Payday was? November 21st. Okay, thanks. Thanks, Rick. Let's see. November 21st. So I remember everyone saying, stake your hex, stake your hex, stake your hex, stake your hex, stake your hex. So you can get your Big Payday coins after the event. Let's go further out. 022021. Yes. Okay, I'm not using CoinGecko anymore. Not pulling it up. All right. So what happened is it was a buy the rumor, sell the news event. So everyone started buying. And the price actually peaked out. Like if you're right with the 21st of November, it peaked out 20 days before. And people like, oh, crap. It's 0.139. It was just over a penny. And people took their profits because people were buying. People got hex at hundreds and thousands of a penny. They took huge profits and you saw it dump off. Right. and right after big payday, and it went all the way back down to 0.0032. And people are like, oh, Hex is done. It's over with, right? It sure looked like that. So that's a buy the rumor, sell the news event. It happens over and over. It's the best trade ever. And I'm going to tell you a little story about big payday. Some of the whales, or not whales, sharks and dolphins that we swim with used to say to me that I was like a bottom feeder in Hex, and I was the guy who was trading, and I wasn't. I was actually staking. So I used to get kind of offended at Hexo and a couple of the other people. They used to say that, oh, Randy, you're just trading, because they saw me as an old school crypto guy. That's what I did. I took advantage of the community, and I was here to make money. We're all here to make money. But they used to say things like that to me on live streams. They make comments while I was in the comments, and they say shit. And I used to get so pissed. I'm like, why are they saying that? I look at my wife, I'm like, who do they think that? I think I'm some huge whale or something. And in my mind, just to spite them, I was thinking about keeping everything unstaked and do the buy the rumor, sell the news event and take advantage and triple up my Hex that way. But I don't know who I talked to. It might have been RG3, but one of those guys, Kinetics maybe, they said, "Oh, Randy, just stake it and don't trade it. Just do the right thing and just stake it and don't get stressed out." Well, a week after big payday, I was pacing, man. I'm like, how the hell did I let this community convince me over a course of a year to stake my coins when I know I could have tripled up my Hex? Such is life, man. Such is life. But in the end, it worked out great. I still have my big payday coins, and I still did well. And they're helping me to earn large amounts of yield. And other people, they're not. They missed out. All right, let's get back here. Since Hex did a 10,000x from 2020 to 2021, do you think Pulse will do similar from 2023 to 2025? You just said that you think Pulse X will do one. Yeah, it could. It could do a 10,000x for sure. Do I think it will? I'm not too convinced it will. I'd probably more likely do a 1,000 to 2,000x, just like Pulse X. But I do think Pulse X is going to outperform in the short term. So over the next 3 years, you probably see Pulse X outperform Pulse Chain. It's just because I think the way it's set up and the token economics are just fabulous. Dodeca should pay both, and Hedron will attract more buyers. Dodeca is shot in the foot right now. Dodeca does not exist anymore. They're going to have, well, it still exists, but it's hurting. And they're going to have to fork it and launch it again. How many ETH would you load up for a 55, Randy? Oh, I've seen some people recommending half an ETH for each stake that you have that's over the 8-year mark or so, just to be careful. November 21, yeah, that's the day. Yeah, it was right there. Seems like Pulse should do better since it already has the Hex community behind it. Yes, it has a great foundation, and foundation is important. And the other part of the foundation that's very important that we have with Hex is that people are generally pretty well off financially in the Hex community because we did so well with Hex, and they're not going to be looking to dump their bags just to get a 10x. November, yeah. Just when I found out ours never bought. November 19th, was that the exact date? Okay. Went from 01 to 002. Yeah, it was rough. But none of us cared. We did the 24-hour live stream. We were watching a dump, and all of us were still cheering. I look back and I'm like, I could have tripled my Hex. Could have had close to, I won't say the number. Hey, Randy, getting on late to this one. Clintrons, what's up? I want some 0-0s. Pulse Chain Poppy, you might get it. Depends how you are staked. If you have ladders over 55, 1 ETH at least for sure. Wow. What's this? But if it's just single 55, less, yeah. I wouldn't gamble. See, people think that the ETH prices are going to go down because they're going to do sharding and all this other stuff. And that's true. Those things could come. But they've also been saying ETH 2.0 has been coming for 6 years, and it's finally here, right? Took 6 years. Who knows? That one might take longer. That Bob lives on says Hex has never had a true home. What do you think it could do on Pulse Chain? Not looking for price predictions, but do you think it can be a truly get true crypto adoption? Okay, so if we have our own on ramp, see the thing that Richard's doing is so amazing is that we've got our own silo, and you got Pulse Chain, PulseX, Hex, or PHEX, whatever you want to call it, Fiat.io, Liquid Loans. We've got all the stuff. It's one silo. It's all there. So all the tools you're ever going to need are going to be in one place. And the Coast team is bringing us an on ramp. You have all that stuff in one place, and hopefully the wallet is going to be very easy to use. So people can just come over so easily and start using the system, and they can bypass MetaMask. They can bypass all the other traditional stuff that's just difficult to use, and hopefully ours is easier. The Hive fork launch of Steam, another perfect example of easy trade. It sure was, Aaron. It sure was. Aaron Webster. That was super easy trade. Plus, I got all the free tokens because I had not a ton, but I had a pretty good amount of Steam. My wife did too, so it was cool. And they were all making fun of me. I said, the Hive price is too high. It shouldn't be $1. And they're like, Randy, you're a trader. I was selling the crap out of it. What are your thoughts, the maxi staking pools regarding large Hex sales events when each pool ends because everyone who owns the coins will get rewarded at the same time want to take profits? Glitchers, I haven't looked much into it, but that is very long. It's 15 years out, 15,300 days left or 15,400 days left, whatever it is. So I'm not too worried about it at this point, but it's going to be a very large stake coming out. And it could be like the big payday event. By that time, Hex could be, let's put a weird number out there. Let's say $25. What if Hex is $25 at the time? And because of that event, Maxi's selling and everyone gets their Hex and their Hedron and all that, maybe we have a huge dump. I mean, considerable jump. It could be a 50% drop us all the way back down to $12.50 from 25 if that's what the price is. Guarantee is good. So many people like me don't have time, but as progress, you learn more wisdom and remove emotion. Fear rug pulls. You should have a group for that. If Gwei is the same, do longer stakes cost more to unstake for shorter ones? Yes, it is, because there's more calculations need to be done. So the longer it is, it has to read more of the blockchain. Fun times, the big payday. Rick at 305. Yeah, that was very fun. I was there for the first 2 24-hour live streams. Dipcatcher was saying 1 55 stake can take up to 2 ETH blocks. Going to be interesting when everyone is trying to fight for blocks. Jeez, man. Vitalik, like the milkman that don't get out the bedroom locked in by the every time. Cape, what you doing, man? All right, so I want to show you something else here, and this is in regards to Hedron. This is Lunar Crush. If you've never used this website, it's great. I'm a social media guy, so I read into the stuff that I see on Lunar Crush maybe more than other people do, and I pay attention to what's happening. So this is Hedron going back to the ICOSA event, and as we see here, this is I'm thinking this is when ICOSA was announced that something was coming. That Alex announced it that something was going to happen, and everyone got so excited. You could see the people talking and chatting it up. Oh, ICOSA's coming, ICOSA's coming. And then we had the launch of ICOSA. And you can see what happened with, I'm wrong. The launch of ICOSA was back here. And you could see the price of Hedron starting to go up. And when the price of Hedron started to go up, the social mentions, this is the orange one, sorry about that. The social mentions started to peak. And people got super excited, and Hedron was everywhere. And when this happens, when you start seeing stuff like this, it's usually a good time to start getting out. So another buy the rumor, sell the news event. I made my tweet right at the top. I made my tweet, guys should probably start taking profits. And then boom, it got hit. And you see what's happening now? The social mentions are almost down to 0. It's really gotten slammed hard. And now Hedron's down to 0.0503158. That is exactly half. Not exactly, but just off being half of what it was at the peak. Isn't that amazing? So we've had a nice little return, and now it's coming back down. And look who's your number 5 influencer for Hedron. Yeah. So top is Hexina, then the Maximus DAO. They're number 2. Alan Bittner, Jim Rat, myself, and I won't mention him because I can't stand his ass. Hex Mackenzie and Hibbit doing a good job. You guys want to see Hex? See how Hex is doing here. All right. It's in red because we're hurting. 3807. I helped a friend pick up 115,000 Hex today. So I got people buying. So here's the price, the red line, and here's the social mentions. When we start doing this, when it just starts petering out, it's usually when people get bored. There's nothing really happening. And I think this is crypto as a whole. It's not just Hex, guys. Let's see if we can look at the 3-month. Just nothing really going on. And we had the price spike up there to almost 7 cents. I don't even know what was going on. Why the price started going up. Maybe Bitcoin and ETH were going up too at that time. I think that's probably why. But you saw that the social mentions just aren't really doing much, and we've really dropped off the cliff. And about 1,860 mentions is where we're at right now. Then here, I'm here. You got Hex Wellbot, Hexo, myself, WSB, CryptoMod, Moon King, B Roots. People can hate on Moon King all the time. They can hate on him all you want, but man, the guy does talk about Hex and Pulse Chain all the time. He's got a large following, so I can't hate on the guy that's out there talking about our project. Let's see if you guys got anything to say about this stuff. Having cheese with jalapenos, nice. Must be the key to happiness. I really love the complexities of info from our well-developed thought process. Thanks, brother. Now, I gotta tell you, have you ever had jalapenos in honey? My mom makes it. If she's watching, she makes a good jalapeno and honey. Oh my God. Fresh jalapenos from the garden. Good stuff. Yeah, don't eat too much. You don't want crypto nightmares. Steve is also a blogger. Can't stand that guy, man. So much anger. Silver is the one pumping Hedron, charging 4 to 1,000 to join his Discord. Yeah, he always wants money from people. I'll give it away for free. Thank you for your consistent streaming. I'm becoming here. Let me fix this. Becoming a big fan. You have to become my stable daily crypto news streamer. You better not stop after the Shmita. Steve D, I don't think I'm going to be doing daily, but I'll probably be doing 2 to 3 times a week. We have a little game plan that I like working on the weekends and going out and doing stuff during the week when everyone's working. So we'll probably go in, to the beach and go into like resorts and stuff during the week, probably twice a month or something, or once a month. And when everyone's working, we got the resorts to ourselves, and then do live streams mostly the end of the week. There are some good people on Discord, but some not so much. Like, give it a bad rap. Yeah. Big thank you for those streams, learning, and most fun of all. To my girl, going to be early because Randy, she got what happened to you and Silver? Nothing, man. I just don't like people who is like a chihuahua biting at your ankles. He's just he's one of those people. He's always looking at people's accounts. He's calling people out. We just don't need that. If he wants to do it and trade on his own, or have a private group where he trades on his own, knowing whose wallets are whose and what person's doing this trade, that's fine. I don't care. But doing it publicly, I think is just is not cool. That was Lunar Crush, LUNARCRUSH, Lunar Crush, Rob. They have a paid version too that has a bunch more stuff, but I just use the free version. I was supportive of Silver coming back to the community, but he lost me with that last paid group. Yeah, exactly. Best time to do that, Randy. Not so many people. Yeah. I like the weekends. It's less crowded. Maybe that's what I'll just do. Maybe Saturday and Sunday nights. I'll be your weekend guy when everyone's drunk and the chat goes off and Cape's ready to bring the fire. Made it late, but hey, I made it. Hello, everyone. What's up, Hex Luther? Started following you since your appearance in the Crypto Mindset course Q2 last year. It's been over a year and your truths have not changed. Love the honesty. Steve D, thank you, buddy. Appreciate it. I loved going on DCC's class. That was a lot of fun. I did it twice. I did the first course and the second course. I also didn't like Silver creating FOMO when Hedron was screaming that it was at the top. Oh man, I was telling everyone to sell. I took a lot of smack, man. Remember Brennan/Bree was getting pissed at me on Twitter and then disappeared. All right. I'll say today has been a spicy day for the Hex Pulse communities. Corey's interview with BankX earlier, Dodeca, Corey attacked on Twitter. Shmita is close. Yeah, attacking Corey makes no sense. Okay, I thought Corey was just going to be a Hex guy, okay? A Hex Pulse chain. And now he comes out supporting Syscoin. I got no problem with that because that's kind of what I do, right? I work with Load, the gold and silver. If you guys want to buy gold and silver, the link's down in my stuff. You can read it. Check out the website, load.one, and just use my affiliate, right? But they're on Syscoin. Because Pulse Chain doesn't exist yet, they have to be on a blockchain, but they're going to be on multiple blockchains. And I told Corey, I'm like, look, that's very cool of you. I like Syscoin. It works great. I've got the app on my phone, that the Load app, which uses the Syscoin blockchain. No problems with it. So people can do what they want. And if they're going to pay him, I mean, he's out there scrubbing the decks, man. He's not an OG. He didn't make wealth in Hex. Pulse Chain and Pulse Hex are going to be his horse, right? And the guy's got to make money, got to make a living. And just being honest and going out there and talking about what Syscoin is doing, he can have that parallel and talk about what Syscoin is doing. The Hex followers aren't going to watch it. They're not going to care. You have to build a new brand for Syscoin, period. Maybe he'll be doing live streams on their channel. Who knows how he's going to do it? When you shift, no, it's free, but you can get a paid one if you want, and then it just has more tools. They hate him because it don't fit their narrative. Yeah, exactly, Jesus. Interesting how Icosa was kept a secret outside the select few that accumulated the never-ending dump coins at the lows, but somehow STA knew Hedron was great all along, and then pay me. Bro, I got a crazy story to tell you later. I'll DM you. Okay, cool. Awesome hanging out with Randy. Oh, he came back. I'm bad. I'm not woke, guys. I'm a different kind of woke. Just no bullshit. Postal gene. Exactly. That's what he's going to be because he sacked. He did those things. So he's going to be all right. He's just going to have to wait a little while. Right. I was on the Syscoin Block Explorer earlier and I started browsing transaction completions. I went back 10 pages. Why are 9% of the transactions errors? Paul Sachs, I don't know. I've never seen that. The transaction I've done just went through each time. Sorry, Paul. I haven't experienced that. I haven't looked at their blockchain. Pretty sure it's Corey's crypto coins, not Corey's a Hex Maxi. Exactly. Hey, make your money any way you can. The kid is really good doing interviews. He's honing his skills, and he can turn that into a profession. He can turn that into a way to make money. Rather than going and working for the man, he can work for himself. So I applaud him for it. My only worry is the liquidity on Pulse Chain is too much. It'll be harder to move. That is why I'm more bull on PulseX, is we have to add it. Yeah, of course. Thin liquidity is great things for pumps, but a lot of people bought PulseX to buy Pulse Chain. So that's going to be, what's the term? It's kind of like if you guys are autophobes, when someone's when they're about to race the car and you're at the starting line, you got your hand on the gas and the brake at the same time. Well, because of that stuff where people got to sell their PulseX to get Pulse Chain, it's like having your foot on the brake for PulseX. It's going to take a little while. And then once you release, boom, it's going to fly. Hex copy is the play. Yes, it is. He, she, this pronouns make the rules grammatically wrong. It's crazy. I mean, Okay, YouTube. I love you, YouTube. I don't want to get canceled. I mean, a job for real. Where do you think you're going to get that money? Exactly. We all have to do something. All right. So it's 10:50. Let's get into the charts really quick. Let's see how things are going. All right. BTC monthly, nothing's changed. Still fugly. All those gains that we got ripped right away. Look at that. Oh, BTC, it's going to pump. Bam. Look at that big red dildo. Oh, God. AI looking good, though. And so is the DI. It's still looking good. We could just turn around and start going back up. But, man, BTC maxis are so funny. The second they get a green, a couple of days of green, they're like, yeah, we're going to the moon. At least Hex, we've been so doing nothing for so long that we're just like, okay, it's just going back to 4.2, then back down to 3.6, back up to 4.2, back down to 3.6. ETH, same thing. Look at that. Got that smack down. At least the DI is still over 0. Oh, I got 2. Looks like I got 2 here. Yep. All right. Wow. ETH, we just got this is on the daily. Worx indicator, we just got the red just now. So this wasn't here when I checked like an hour ago. So sorry for all you Hex or you Ethereum bulls. It's looking rough. That's on the daily. See how it looks on the hourly or the 4 hour. Wow, look at that. Whack. 1, 2, 3, 4. So 16 hours ago, we were at 1760 and we got spiked all the way down here to 1550. That's significant. That's not a good day for the Ethereum bros. Hex is down 6% today, but I mean ETH is down 6.72 and Bitcoin's down 8.4. And here's the daily for Hex. Still, we're just trending down, but we still haven't gotten a red Worx indicator, which is pretty odd. I'm expecting that at any moment. We're just sitting right on the AI in the green, just below 0 for the demand index. Got to get some pumpage, guys, to keep us with this green. If it doesn't happen soon, we're going red. Shmita's here. We're gonna get Shmita'd. Let's go on the weekly. Still same thing. Got the green. It's still staying strong. I don't know how it's staying strong, but it is. Hedron, we still got the green on the weekly. And on the daily, we got the red. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 days back. We've dropped below the AI and with the DI barely holding on. Where do you guys think Hedron's going to go? I called this. I said it was going to go down to like right here. I said we were going down to 3.2 and it went to 3.0. And then this one went down even further than that. Yikes. People are losing it, and they're not paying attention. There's other shiny things out there. Look at this. Oh, so fugly. Yeah, man. Hedron's going to take a break unless some big whale comes in. Just the nature of it, guys. When people begin to lose interest, especially on a coin like Hedron, you got to keep that interest up. I know that in November, so let's say beginning of October, we'll see the bottom, I'm thinking, and then we'll start trending up again for Hedron, and it's going to be a fire. That's just going to be fun. I think October, November, it's going to be a blast in the Hedron community. That's my personal opinion. So no need to worry about any other assets in a wallet that holds Dodeca, right? No, not at all. It was just, the only thing was a mistake was they put the wrong ETH address in the code, and it was supposed to be the Dodeca company or the founder's ETH address, not the auditor's address. What a fucking rookie mistake. Oh, man. Really, Franklin? You were working for the devil. Circle is the USDC. That's who made the stablecoin. What a day yesterday in legacy markets. Yes. To be honest, the only reason I care about Pulse Chain is for my hex copies. Exactly. Although I did sack for Pulse and PulseX, I'm honestly not that. It's going to be nuts. Hex is so easy to sell for me. I mean, after you really learn it, it's so easy to sell. Unless you're talking to of somebody who's been crypto for pre or 2017 or earlier, those people are difficult to sell to because they keep hearing the scam thing. But the newer people, nah, it makes sense to them. They don't have the blinders on. Now we got limit orders on the testnet and the ETH merge coming soon via the countdown. Come on, Pulse Chain. Let's make this a very exciting Christmas. According to you, Pulse is going to win the 0 to 60 battle for the first couple months. I think, 3 to 6 months or so, Pulse is going to be winning. It's going to come out the starting blocks much quicker. But in that longer term, PulseX up to the 3-year mark, to the next bull run, I think PulseX is just going to be on fire. And then Pulse Chain will outperform probably for the next, L1s always do well. Just because I think PulseX will have competition, something else come along that's shinier, just how people roll. Unless it could stay strong like Uniswap has done. Yeah, Hex right now is Hex 2020. Can you imagine? Those were good times. If you got it in 2020, you did well. And that's the same feeling that we're getting right now. Hex is down 90%. If something's down 90%, that's when you fill up your bags. Getting free Hentron for staking Hex is probably the best play. Yeah. HSI stakes. I like the HSI stakes because the HSI stakes, especially for older folks. So if you're young, regular stakes are great. But if you're an older person, I would say over the age of 40, HSIs are great because you have the option of selling. You could turn it into you could tokenize it, turn it into an NFT, then sell it to the ICOSA contract, take the ICOSA and either stake the ICOSA or you could sell the ICOSA. So that's really cool. Gives you that option. If you want to learn more about that, go into my videos. I made the video last week about how to turn Hex into an HSI stake and how to tokenize it and turn it into ICOSA so you can stake it. I made a whole video about it. That video's flying, dude. It's got like 1,800 views. Base clips, there's always large Hex stakes. Always. There's people that roll them, and then there's a couple of big ones that you can't stop them. Some people are just going to restake some. Some people are going to sell their interest or their yield. That's cool with me. It's their own money. Just think that if the price does go down, put it in your head that if the price goes down, it's a better opportunity to buy. You might never have these opportunities again. Once the next bull run comes, it's going to get crazy. Hedron to 5021. That's quite possible, John. That's cool. I kind of hope so. Franklin smirked. So not a bad time to buy Hedron. Right now, I wouldn't. Don't get Shmita'd. I wouldn't buy anything right now. Don't worry, base clips. I'm restaking it. The ICOSA yield is amazing right now. Franklin, I haven't even looked. I've got about 3,000 ICOSA staked with different wallets, and we'll see how it does. Can't unstake them without a huge penalty, so just gotta leave those things. And that's the cool thing that's gonna happen with PulseX. You're gonna have so many of these staking opportunities. We're gonna make really nice yield. So get ready. It's gonna be fun. Might not happen in the first month, but as things start rolling and people start bringing new coins to Pulse Chain, and there's voting to see what coins can get listed on PulseX for staking and stuff like that, one-sided staking, those kind of things, it's going to make a lot of opportunities. A lot of people got rich in projects like Avax and Phantom and Polkadot because they were doing those kind of things. Well, now it's Pulse Chain's chance. You have to watch for people getting super emotional when their coin is pumping. It's euphoria. When they lose hope, it's buy time. Yep, exactly. But I always feel it's my responsibility. I'm like the big papa, right? I'm the guy that it's going to be all right. But I come out there and I give you the guys the truth. I'm like, look, you might want to take some profits. when I wasn't talking about hex, when I went quiet, and after I think we got up to about 30 cents, I just went. Psh. I was still tweeting and everything, but I wasn't out there. I wasn't telling anybody to buy hex. I saw all the people saying, "Hey, we're going to $2, we're going to $3." No. And my brother messaged me and he's like, "Do you realize how much total value locked we need to have for hex to be at $2?" He goes, "This ain't happening. These people that are saying this ain't happening." So when he told me that, I was like, that was added fuel to my fire to not be pushing people to buy at that time. Yeah. Thanks, Randy. Bear market boredom got the better of me fucking around with a Dodica. Sorry, man. Killer CZ, is that killer check? Or like killer as in CZ from Binance? People's HSI gonna be mine. Franklin stocking up on the Hedron. Lights out, Franklin. Don't front run me, bro. Look, everyone's gonna be trying to get those 10x multiplied. Like I got 3 in there that were mine that you guys are gonna be fighting over. I ain't fighting for it. I'm letting those stakes go. I could care less. I like my Icosa. You guys are having fun. Can't wait for PX with an on-ramp. Oh my God. Luke Duke, live from Wisconsin, cheese drunk. Just kidding. I had no cheese, but made it a point to be beer drunk. How was the hex is the way is pretty pimp. Your thoughts, Randy? Yeah. Human hexcrafter. It was one of these nights, like lightning behind me when I made that TikTok and I said, people ask me if I'm going to sacrifice your pulse chain. I said, of course I'm going to sacrifice, but hex is my baby. And right when I did that, lightning strike went over my head. And my best friend turned it into made some like memes for me with it. Yeah, that's why I only sacrifice. I sacrificed so little for a pulse chain because I thought that hex was going to be. I know that the price was going to dip so much, but it's okay. I have to try and slide in my bed. My girl soon. She's asleep. She'll wake. Go wake her up. Basically, the way you think about circles, they don't realize they are the devil. They're all about compliance and pleasing the gov. Yeah. That's how I felt about EOS. EOS did the same thing. Don't get Shmita. Facts yield going to be so amazing on Pulse Chain. Yeah. PLSX farming going to be, oh man. JPON BLXX. What's up? Man. The Pulse testnet has been fun. All that INC earned has been insane. I haven't logged in the testnet since I've been back. I haven't played with it, but I should. I did that all before we went on my trip. I think that whatever you are invested in, whether it be stocks or crypto, dividends, staking is the smart move. Trading is nothing short of a gamble. Yeah. Okay. Can you turn back at HSI stake to a normal? No, you cannot, Kaiser. It's going to be insane, I think. Imagine hex and dollars in the future, Pulse Chain, Pulse X 5 years from now. Oh my God, no expectations through wallets, on ramps, and derivatives, and airdrops. Don't forget the airdrops. I still believe in 2023, as long as Pulse Chain launches, I'm probably going to receive about $100,000 in airdrops. Yeah, buddy. I wonder if we don't get cheap T-shares because of the front running. It might be better to wait. I don't know. It's going to be exciting. Well, if you wait a couple days, there's going to be a lot of those available, and everyone's going to maybe bust. They're going to shoot their load on the first day, and you might have an opportunity to go in and scoop a bunch up. But they're not going to have the 10x multipliers. I don't think many will be available in the later days. PX, more emergency on stakes. Pay for us stakers with the cheap fees and fast transactions. Yeah, it's possible. Where do you think Hex will top out next bull cycle? A couple bucks, maybe $2. Shmita with you all is fun. Best place to be. Yeah. Don't dick a Shmita me. All right, guys. That's it for tonight. Tomorrow's day 12. 12 days left. And all I know is pay attention to what's going on around you. We got some important dates coming up. We got the 15th, which is what the astrology people are saying is going to be a big day. And then you have the 24th, which is the German guy was saying is going to be a big day at Parliament. And then we have the 26th, which is the final 24 hours. Thunder. The final 24 hours of Shmita. and it ends on sundown on the 27th. What airdrops? Lots of airdrops. There's so many projects coming to Pulse Chain, and I think they're going to be giving airdrops to all. Most of them, if they're smart, will give airdrops to the Pulse Chain sacrificers and the PulseX sacrificers, in my opinion. And then later on, it'll be to anybody who's holding the coins because it's a data set. Thank you, guys. No problem. To even get to Armenia versus no, I didn't even know. Okay, I looked that one up, Paul. Remind me. That's always an important one. People don't think about that, but that's a big oil hub right there. Those two are fighting again. That's crazy. Thank you, guys. Yeah. You learn to forget. Elaborate. The data set is the people that sacrificed, and they have all the address that sacrificed. So what's common to do is companies, when they launch their tokens, they like to airdrop to people that are part of that blockchain. So anybody who launches a project, if they're wise, they will airdrop some of their tokens to Pulse Chain sacrificers or PulseX sacrificers. Just like we've been getting Hex airdrops. I've gotten a shit ton of airdrops in the last 2 years, and I'm lights out, and Franklin, everyone, they'll tell you the same thing. Yes. Earthling, thank you. Dumbasses. War is so stupid. What's your take on 30 Hex one? I hope it stays that way. That's cool. Wait, token having a nice pump. Yep, I got that airdrop too. Airdrops, cha-cha-cha. No problem, killer. All right, have a good night, guys.